to have. The Welsh language is not a particularly difficult language linguistically, but it does differ quite significantly from English, which makes it odd for English speakers to grasp some concepts. But do not let this scare you. Knowledge is power. One way in which Welsh is peculiar to speakers of English and other languages, but a feature that it shares with other Celtic languages and Russian, is the lack of the verb to have. In this lesson, we'll look at how to say that you possess something in Welsh, expressed by the verb to have in English. To say that you possess something in Welsh, you say, there is, thing being possessed, with me. So, if you want to say, I have a car, you say, there is a car with me. There is, in Welsh, is one simple word. My. My. There is no word for a or a in Welsh, and considering the word car is actually Celtic in origin, the Welsh word is car. Car. A quick point in pronunciation here. The letters A followed by R in English makes just one sound, R. R is used in English to show a change in the quality of the vowel which precedes it. However, in Welsh, it is two sounds, a, r. A does not change when it's followed by R, and R is rolled, ar. So, though car and car is spelt the same way in English and Welsh, there is a difference in pronunciation. Listen carefully again. Car, car. With me, it's a slightly more complicated matter because it depends on whether you live in the south or in the north. In the south, where I'm from, it's gyda fi, often shortened to da fi. Think of da fi as the same as the English I'm. So the way that English speakers say I'm rather than I am. So you are familiar with the concept of shortening words in informal speech. In the north, they say gen I. Here are the differences again. Gyda fi, gen I. So, to say I have a car is my car, gyda fi, in the south, my car, gen I, in the north. To the next point in expressing possession, you may want to ask someone if they have something. Unfortunately, the word for is there, as in the question or interrogative form, is different from there is, the statement or affirmative form. This may be another difficult concept to grasp, but as before, is there, like there is just one word. Oes. Oes. The word for you is ti. Therefore, to ask, do you have a car? You will ask, is there a car with you? Simply replace my with oes. Try it. Okay, you should have asked either in Southern, oes car gyda ti. Oes car gyda ti? Or in Northern, oes car gen ti? Oes car gen ti? Right, time for another weird concept for English speakers. There is no word for yes or no in Welsh. What you do is echo the verb back. So if someone asks you, oes car gyda ti? And you do have a car, you reply, oes. Oes. And if you do not have a car, you reply, nac oes. Nac oes. Oes car gyda ti? Oes, mae car gyda fi. Oes car gen ti? Nac oes, does dim car gen I. From the latter, where the person answers, no, there is no car with me, can you work out how to say there is no or there is not in Welsh? That's right. To make it negative, my becomes does dim. I don't have a car. Does dim car gyda fi. Does dim car gyda fi. Does dim car gen i. Right. An important feature of Welsh and many languages with which you might be familiar, there are two words for you in Welsh. If you know French, it's the same as tu and vous. Tu is ti in Welsh, so informal and singular, or when you're speaking to one person on an informal level. Vous is chi in Welsh, so it's formal and or plural. So you could be speaking to more than one person and be familiar with them, but you would still say chi because there's more than one of them. Or you could be speaking to one person, but you have to address them in a formal register. This is important to know for two reasons. Firstly, you must learn culture and customs when learning a language so that you do not offend people and so that you know when a word is being used in your presence. Secondly, it is because the word with changes slightly in Northern Welsh when you use chi. So, when you're saying gen ti in the north, when you want to make it chi, it becomes genoch chi. Mae car genoch chi. Oes car genoch chi. Does dim car genoch chi. So that should conclude our lesson on how to express possession, how to express to have in Welsh.